How's it going, everybody? One of the top questions that I get and some of the discussions that I've been a part of are all based on print on demand, but there are people that are actually waiting for merch by Amazon, uh, their approval, or maybe they have uh, submitted an approval and been denied. Yeah, but they're saying, you know what, print on demand just sounds amazing. Like, what are some of the other platforms? And that's what I'm going to talk about today. There are many different platforms uh, that are out there, and I'm going to be talking about six of them. And these are pretty much the top platforms that I'm aware of. And I won't go in depth um, about any of them. I can do individual videos if you guys are interested. But what I want you to know is that all of these platforms basically function in the same way, but they're subtle, sometimes major differences in how they promote, market your products, and the type of customers that they're trying to attract. There's also different integrations that some of these platforms offer. And for me, I think the biggest difference is certain unique products that you'll see. So let's talk about some of them. Spreadshirt. This is the first one. Spreadshirt. Spreadshirt.com. Uh, it's pretty standard. This one. It's actually very easy to navigate. It's very easy to create an account. Your products get listed very quickly. Um, the way that they're promoted, it actually looks nice, like these display pictures. So in like when I'm actually thinking about Spreadshirt, there's nothing really that would stand out as negative. I would just simply say, yeah, start using it. And one of the things that these guys offer is they offer different marketplaces. So even though you can go to Spreadshirt.com, they have a different a number of different. Let me see if I can actually find that. I might not be able to through here. There's a separate page that I saw, but about, I would say, 10 to 15 different countries with those URLs. So you can go to UK, Italy, Spain, and so on. So overall, Spreadshirt, like I said, without actually analyzing it in detail, is very good. And you can see some of the products here. T-shirts, corporate clothing, photo gifts, hoodies, tank tops, baby clothing, aprons, right? Something like this is what stands out if you're looking at a very specific niche. Teespring, or now as they have rebranded, they just go by Spring, is is one of the, I would say, one of the first platforms that people started using when they were running ads on uh, Facebook and Instagram. Like people, the origin, like at the beginning of print on demand, when before Amazon started kind of dominating the scene, people would list a product on Spring and just run ads heavily and get thousands of sales on one product, for example, in one specific niche. And this is kind of like one of the original websites. But now what these guys are known for is their social integration. So even if you have a YouTube channel, for example, you can connect it with Spring and sell through YouTube. Let me see if they actually have an example of that. They don't have it, but so here it is. So for example, if you've ever seen a channel and there's a video playing and underneath you actually have somebody's store, that's one of the unique integrations and options that these guys offer. One of the things that I've just noticed a few days ago is Mint on Demand. And this is for, crypto and NFTs. So you can actually apply to be able to sell um, NFTs through the Spring integration. So these are types of things, for example, that other print on demand platforms don't offer. Tpublic, another very, very popular, very user friendly, easy to use uh, platforms. Again, this is like pretty straightforward. There's not much to it. Some of these platforms have daily uh, I think daily and general upload limits. Some of them don't. Like I've been on Redbubble. That's the next one I'm going to talk to, and I've seen sellers with 14,000 or 20,000 products, not products, designs live, and those are just massive numbers. And for most of these, I think pretty much every single one of these, there are automation tools that you can use where you can, if you just want to upload all day long, you can do that. I know that there are certain limits, and sometimes you will be blocked from uploading if you do it very, very not, I don't want to say often, but in high numbers. But again, they're not against using automation tools or anything like that. Again, when it comes to you know uh, what these guys offer, if it's something unique, that's some of the research that you want to do before you get into any kind of business. Because, for example, when we get to Society 6, for example, you can open up a store and sell furniture. Like these guys have some pretty unique uh, products, and then you're saying, well, is that print on demand? But you'll see, it's all part of the same um, kind of category, same industry. Redbubble again is one of the originals, right? Uh, Again, not much really to say about Redbubble except that it's extremely popular. I've actually stopped putting a lot of time into some of these just because I'm concentrating on my top three or four, which is merch by Amazon, eBay, Etsy, and my own store. But I used to on a daily basis list to uh, websites like Redbubble, uh, Society 6, Teespring, and so on. But for me, because of the nature of my designs and back then I would actually say inexperience, it wasn't actually profitable. So it made more sense for me to use that time and put products up on eBay, for example. So Redbubble is another one, a great website. Zazzle. Zazzle, I think, is one of the originals, and I might have said that for a few of these, but like Zazzle, if even I think even like 5 7 years ago, people were shopping on Zazzle and making a lot of money. So as you can see, like the more or longer that some of these websites have been in business, you can see more unique and pretty cool um, products. Like for example, you can sell party hats. Let's see what these guys have in office supplies. Labels, business stamps, name tags, and all this kind of stuff, like writing and drawing supplies. Let's see, pens. Like these guys have so many products. It's nuts, right? It's up to you how you want to use this. Do you want to run this as your own kind of business and promote it in, do kind of like a sales pitch to companies and organizations and schools and small businesses, and push, for example, for this kind of stuff with their logo on it and use them as your supplier? Or do you want to just run an online store? Like there's so many different possibilities here, and that's the thing that I love about print on demand. It's just amazing, right? And we'll get to Society 6. Society 6 is like I said, like any other platform, there's no limit on your product uploads, at least not that I'm aware of. But they have some pretty cool products, for example, that other websites don't. And let's look furniture, because to me, like, this is pretty cool, right? Uh, the fact that you can sell and design coffee tables, benches. Let's see what the best-selling furniture is. Uh, like to me, this is like it's incredible, right? Like, and think about the profit margin on this. I have the Canadian setting here, so this is Canadian dollars. But like this is just great, and this is all part of print on demand, and and that's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about like you can really have a extremely unique online shop where uh, you just sell coffee tables or bar stools or something like that. Because any discussion that we have, uh, is mostly about, t-shirts and clothing, but how saturated will that be, and how much competition is there in comparison to a side table. So to me, that kind of stuff is always amazing and interesting. But these are definitely the top six print-on-demand platforms, especially for 2022. And I'll just go over them one more time. Spreadshirt. You have your Spring, which used to be Teespring. You have Tpublic, Redbubble, Zazzle, and Society 6. Thank you, guys.